Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to our Smart Investor channel. So, today I'll be talking about the highly anticipated IPO of Airbnb. It's been said that this will be the Apple of the travel. So, very happy today to do an overview of the company's profile numbers and wrap it up with my strategic play for this stock. Now, for those who are new to the channel, I'm a corporate professional, I'm a stock investor, real estate investor, and a passionate PC gamer. I now also do YouTube videos to share my knowledge and personal thoughts on investments, but most importantly, to share my passion with like minds like yourselves. That being said, please smash that like button, and if you like the content today, also subscribe and hit that bell notification to get notified when I do the next videos. Now, let's do this. All right, guys, so let's talk about what does RNB do. For those who don't know, they give you the great opportunity for you as an owner to actually rent out your property of house, let's say cottage, boat, condo, and much more. And the amazing thing about RNB is that you'll have access as a owner, but also as a customer, to a further reach of data, and data is gold today, right? To a lot of accessibility to places like this one on this beautiful picture. Look, take a look at this, guys. If you have a place like this and you rent it out, I mean, this is great. And let's face it, right? You're not gonna spend 24/7 and 356 days in this place here because you're working, because you're in your home apartment in the metropolitan or whatnot, right? So to have this place or your cottage, right? For instance, in Canada, you have snow up to your neck, right? So you're only spending like a few months out of the year in your cottage. So if you have that conveniency to actually make it easy and have this Airbnb platform and have accessibility to data and customers from across the world to rent out your place, the other rest of the months of the year, that's amazing, guys. That's pretty cool. Gives you a lot of opportunities here. So I love their model. I think they're going to do great. I think COVID-19 has definitely hit them and they could have done way better. But I believe COVID-19, with the vaccines coming up, these guys are going to go really, really far. So now let's put numbers behind those words. All right, so since the day they were born in 2008, they have now accumulated so far 5.6 million active listings worldwide as of September 30th, 2020, 100,000 cities with active R&B listings, 220 and plus countries and regions with R&B listings, like I showed you guys, and this is another example. I mean, they're in unique places, right, that usually we wouldn't be able to get access to. So I find that very amazing. I mean, they're even talking about tree houses, private islands, lighthouses, igloos. Come on, I mean, like that's great. 800 million and plus R&B guest arrivals all time. Hosts on Airbnbs are 4 million, so there's a 4 million people actually renting out their places. So, I mean, who wouldn't want to, right? I mean, making extra money, that really speaks to anybody, I think. 110 plus billion earned by hosts all time. So that's a lot of juicy profits for rentals. And they're coming out with 7,900 average annual earnings per host. So this is interesting. Like I said, this is additional money, and definitely we don't spit too money, right? So I find these numbers pretty attractive as a company, and when they're going to come out. All right, and the last number that I wanted to provide to you guys, which is really important, is what about revenues? So their last quarter were actually amazing. They had a $3.3 billion in revenues, and they reported an after-tax profit of $219 million versus the last quarter, which was a loss of $579 million. So this is really great, guys, for an IPO coming out public and that they're profitable already in the last quarter and with these kind of revenues. And this is during COVID-19. Think about that. This is amazing. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's move on. All right, guys, so about the evaluation, this is the time now to grab your pens and notepad because this is important information to know. So the IPO is listed to be out on December the 10th. So this is this Thursday. So very important. Now, the information you need to know. The evaluation was initially at $30 billion. So it gave it approximately a price range of $44 to $50 for the stock price. Now that has changed yesterday, unfortunately for us, but fortunately for the company. It changed and it got boosted to $39 billion to $42 billion. So that's huge. Now that new range of price per stock to pay is between $56 and $60. So that is significant. That may change, guys. If you look at the last IPOs, this could go on for hours where they flip flop the price and the evaluation. All right, guys, so now about my play. Before we go there, I just wanted to share you this information that I find very interesting. So they compare here with other companies within the same field. So we have here Airbnb. The recent price they have, like I said, it's boosted to between the range $56 and $60. Market value between 39 billions and 42 billions. Revenue, like I said, was $3.3 billion. So if we compare that to the other companies, so we have Booking Holdings, Expedia, Hilton, Marriott. So respectively, their stock price actually is at $2,000 for bookings, $127 for Expedia, 109 for Hilton, and 132 for Marriott. When we compare the market value in billions, look at this. Pretty damn interesting here. Pretty similar here to Hilton already, and it's getting closer to Marriott. And look at their price here. Very interesting. In terms of revenues, they are lower than the rest. Definitely, I find this very interesting. They're not that far either. And I think with the growth they're going to have post COVID-19, definitely they could be very aggressive here. So I just wanted to show you this. I think it's important to have, as much information as we can have. It's your, do your own research, analyze your own way. But definitely, I wanted you to have access to this. All right, guys. So about specifically my play. I believe that in 4 to 5 years approximately, this company could definitely 5x. At least this is very interesting for me because this is when I start thinking about the long term. And I think this is a play for the long term. You could definitely swing this one and trade, of course, when it goes public. There's a lot of volatility gonna happen in the next few days afterwards as well, and weeks, but definitely long term for me as far as I'm concerned. So we have three options to play this, okay? So when it goes public, the first option is you buy it immediately at the market price, doesn't matter because you expect this to actually boost up and go crazy. The second option we have is that we wait for the drop because, like any other IPO, or a lot of them actually, they go up like hell because everybody's been drooling and waiting out on these type of companies, and then they drop, right? Because they're overpriced, overbought. So you want to maybe wait for that second option to mitigate your risk because it's a highly stressful and highly demanding moment where you'll have to be very fast to sell because the price will go up like crazy, right? Unless you want to stick around for the long term and then you don't care about the price. That's also maybe true. The third option is you don't buy at all and you wait on the sidelines for a few weeks to pass on for all the craziness to occur. So that's the three options. I just wanted to be very informative here that there's a lot of options on the table. As far as I'm concerned, what I'll do is that definitely as it opens, I would immediately see if it drops because that did happen to other companies like let's say Uber, highly expected IPO and then it drops. But if it goes up, I'll definitely buy it at whatever price. And I'm going to trade that one on the day and sell it out on the top as soon as it's overbought. And I'll look at the volumes and so on. But I will definitely be a long term investor for this one because I'll wait out for this to fall. And that's what probably a lot of people will want to do. That's what I'll do. I'm going to wait for this stock to fall off because it will. And once it does that, I'm going to buy the biggest dip that I can with the largest sum that I can and just be there for years because this will do very well. So listen, those are my thoughts for R&B. Looking very forward for that. Let me know what you think. What are you going to do out of those three options? And how much do you like or have you used Airbnb before? I'd be curious to know if you're a user of that. So listen, leave your comments below and smash that like button, please, and subscribe as these videos take a lot of time to do. And I hope you liked it. So listen, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Peace out.